All right, now we are live.
Now you can.
Now we and away we go on the wacky races, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wide Open Wednesday. Don Allen, how are you? But we do have 13 viewers.
All right.
We have 5 on our Wide Open Wednesday page, 1 on the Lowdown Entertainment page, and 8 on the Wide Open Wednesday YouTube page, which is cool.
Nice.
And don't forget, gang, we actually put this on Spotify the next day, or later on this evening. So, hello, Nick and Fred. You know this person, Michael?
Yeah, it's Mike Cesare.
It's Mike Cesare. Hi, Mike. How are you? How's everything?
He used to work for my dad.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
See, we gained a fan. And
known him about 45 years.
That's right. Well, see, there you have it. And yes, we are wide open today on Wednesday, and it's April Fool's Day. Me and Fred, this is our last show. We're not going to be here after this. We are going to close everything down. We just not doing what
you can't get that out. People will take you seriously.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as April Fools anymore.
Things are not going the way we expected. And Craig told us tonight he's actually, we wanted him to come in the studio with us. He said he doesn't want to. He will call in, even though he's in the next room. And he said at the end of the show tonight, please get all your stuff out. I can't afford to have you guys here anymore. He had people protesting outside the building, and it's just out of control. So, so there you have it, gang. This will be the last Wide Open Wednesday that we have. Nick Marco, Tracy Appleby, how are you? Don Allen, of course, Raymond Rosenberg. Watching TD Park Yankees. The Phillies won today in a walk-off single. They done a hell of a job today. So, yeah, if you're watching the Phillies, I know you have no fingernails.
Oh, the TD Yankees AA, they stole us from Trenton Thunder.
Trenton Thunder.
Yeah.
Yep. So Earl Krause is back from vacation, finally. He was out surfing and surf fishing and enjoying all the luxuries in life before the hectic season starts at Wall Stadium. So what we'll do is we will go here and we will go here and we will bring Earl on with us. So let's bring Earl in here. Earl Krause, ladies and gentlemen. Where you been, Earl? What you been doing? You got to get us up to speed on what you did over the last week or so.
Oh, it was great. My wife Pam and I took a trip down to Florida and took our annual Disney cruise and enjoyed that very much. And then spent several days afterwards in Florida at the Disney Vacation Club group. And it was great time. So we were gone just about 2 weeks. Drove down. We used to fly down, but it's very nice driving. We enjoy that. Take a couple of days to go to and from. So we are back. And after a very nice, relaxing vacation, good to be back here on Wide Open Wednesday and getting ready for the start of racing at Wall Stadium this month. And things are looking good.
I mean, the weather's starting to get nice.
Yes, I tell you what, this weather here, this really gets you in that racing mood. And I was at the track last night. We had a preseason staff meeting, and the track is looking great. A lot of capital improvements going on, and they'll literally be working right up until opening night, April 25th, getting everything finished. But fans can stop in on April 18th, April 18th and 19th, the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. That's our annual free open house where the fans can come to the grandstand area, sit and watch the cars, take hot laps, the drivers testing and tuning. And then opening night will be April 25th on Saturday for the 76th season at Wall Stadium. Nice. And we'll have the 50-lap spring fling for the modifieds and also an action with regular distance features at 25 laps. Will be the Crate Sportsman cars. Paulie Hartwig set to make his debut at Wall Stadium. Just was approved by the state this year. So Paulie will be joining us at Wall. And also we'll have the 4-cylinder cars. And I understand Dom Mancinelli is going to be joining us on air here tonight. He'll be joining us at Wall Stadium. Very fine dirt track racer at New Egypt.
See that?
And Dom will be joining us at Wall. He's going to be talking about that. Also, the factory stocks and legend cars will be there on opening night. And I'm talking to Mike Bolello, who coordinates the tire sales at Wall Stadium now. Again, Wall Stadium is switching to American Racer tires this year. And Mike was telling us last night that there's in the neighborhood of 30 factory stocks already signed up, factory stock teams signed up for Wall Stadium this year. So it's going to be great season. We look forward to seeing everybody there. And Nick and Fred, I know you're going to be joining us with Wide Open Wednesday activities on Saturday nights at Wall Stadium.
Yeah, we're going to do what we got to do there to get in there. And I see that they have all kinds of things for. They're going to switch the press stuff around to where the photographers. They're going to make sure that you have all the right stuff, which is
Yes.
thing to do.
Mhm.
You know, you get a lot of people that think they're photographers and they're not.
Right.
And try to weasel their way in the tracks. I've seen that at New Egypt. I've seen that go. You just got to
Right.
tell Pete to not have any kind of crazy car shows. With
Oh, no, that was.
oh my
I forgot
God,
about
I
that.
feel so bad for Doug Rose.
Oh,
I mean,
that was a shame.
you never know what you're going to get when you rent the racetrack.
Yes.
You rent the racetrack in good faith. You expect these people to have the right stuff to do what they're doing, and then lo and behold, of course, the national media doesn't recognize anything
No.
in racing until something tragic
Right.
happens or something like this happens. So Bridgeport was all over the news. So any news is good news, but you don't want that kind of news. But
No.
it wasn't Bridgeport's fault. It wasn't the racing community. It was a whole different kind of community down there. And these supposedly this group of individuals that run this show have done this at several places. So, and I know Kyle, when we had Maple Grove, he had guys that would come to our track, never had a problem. The people from Philadelphia would come to Maple Grove, the guys that raced on Lindbergh Street in Philadelphia. Kyle reached out to them. They had a mutual respect. But yeah, I felt really bad for Doug. I felt really bad seeing all that kind of stuff. He
Yeah.
definitely didn't deserve that. He, in good faith, he let them come there, have a car show, have a concert, and they basically trashed Bridgeport, and it sucked. And but he had a lot of volunteers go there and help him clean the place up. So
Great.
no, it was not our racing community. It was somebody totally different. And hopefully it won't happen again. And we move on from here. So we go from there.
Absolutely. Yes, indeed. Then we get ready now for Easter weekend. Nice
Yes.
family weekend coming up. So that's the important thing. It's going to be a very nice holiday, and that'll be the kind of the last R&R weekend before we really get rolling. Because matter of fact, at Wall Stadium, not so much for the fans, but for the racers. And I know Dom Antonelli will be interested in this. Test and Tune actually, and tires taking place on the 11th, Saturday, during the morning and afternoon. Drivers could bring their cars to the Wall Stadium pit area, get them teched. They can buy tires, meet the officials if they have any questions. And again, there'll be no track time that day. That'll be the following weekend, but racers can come to Wall Stadium that day. You bring the cars right in the pits. The officials will be there. They can inspect them early, and they'll be all set for practice the week later and then opening night. So that's a good deal for the racers as well.
Good, Bear. You go to the moon. Me and Fred
I
are
see
going
that.
to
Yeah.
the Flying Pig. All right.
We're just gonna take a flying pig
Yeah.
to the moon.
And you take the Flying. Mike Feltenberger says that Mr. Cordier is under the weather.
Yeah,
we
the
wanna send some well
Shellhammer
wishes.
Speedway owner. and
Shellhammer
promoter.
owner.
Mhm.
And Earl, we had a legend pass away on us. So Earl, you want to tell the fans about who we lost over the week here?
Yeah, very sad on March 24th. Certainly one of the great names of New Jersey dirt and asphalt racing, going back to the late 50s, 60s, and 70s. Bobby Russell passed away at age 89. Great racer, began competing in 1958 at age 21. He lived right there in North Hanover, New Jersey, just outside of New Egypt. And his first racing activity took place at what was then called Fort Dix Speedway, the original quarter mile New Egypt Speedway. That's where he began racing, a car he built in his home-based garage along with Stubby Stevens, who was a legendary driver at New Egypt Speedway. Stubby was a great help to Bob, helped him out in racing and great inspiration in life as well. And Bob went on from there to become one of the top racers in the Northeast. He won 14 times at East Windsor Speedway and also 14 times on asphalt at Wall Stadium. And
Wow.
he was the 1970 Wall Stadium Modified Champion, won the 300-lap Garden State Classic when it was a 300-lap event in the summer of 1968 and also in 1976. When he was driving for Dick Barney, when he won the first Garden State Classic, it was in his zone number 36, a white sedan. And then when he won the second Garden State Classic, he was driving for Dick Barney in the famous number 14. And Bob Russell also won at Orange County Fair Speedway. He won 4 features there in his career, won 8 times at the Nazareth Half Mile. And again, at East Windsor, when he won when 1965 was his first victory there, driving for Jim Fodor in that famous number 13.
Okay.
And interesting to note, too, when he won at Nazareth Speedway, he also won Flemington twice. I'll tell you a quick story about that in a moment. But he won a race at Nazareth National Speedway. That was the original mile and an eighth.
Okay.
And that day, it wasn't a lap race. They decided to run a timed race, 90 minutes. And it was kind of interesting. And Bob Russell set up his car with the carburetor on gas so he wouldn't have to make a pit stop. And he outdueled Frankie Schneider, who was one of the titles. They raced for the win. Bob got by him, as I recall, in the first turn with just a few laps to go, or a few minutes to go, let's say, and ended up winning that race. And at Flemington, he won 2 features there. One was a 100-lapper in 1971. And in 1960, this was probably Bob Russell's first win, maybe his first big win. It was on Memorial Day weekend, 1960. Bob was driving his red number 4 coupe, and Will Cagle, who had just come up from Florida a few years before, was driving for a very well-known car owner, Lucky Jordan, with the white coupe number 2. And in the feature race that night at Flemington, they both came off of turn number 4, racing for the checkered. Bob was on the inside, Will was on the outside. They were wheel to wheel, and they crossed the finish line virtually in a dead heat. And the scorers at that time at Flemington, the scoring stand and the announcing stand was on the inside of the track, right across from the flag stand. So the scorers had a excellent view of the finish line, and they gave Bob Russell the win by inches.
Wow.
Well, if you know Will Cagle, and that's how Will was, Bob told me this with a big laugh, because he later became great friends with Will Cagle.
Right.
He said with a laugh that Will got out of the car and he immediately protested. Will said, "I won the race," because Will, as Bob said, Will was all about the money. He raced professionally. It was all about the money, and he wasn't about to give it away. And the officials said, no, Bob Russell won. This kid, because he was only a young kid at the time.
Right.
And they said, no, Will, you got second. Nope, no, I'm going to protest. So Will would not leave. And they talked about it late into the night, Bob said. And the officials finally gave in. They gave up. They said, okay, Bob, you're the winner. And Will, you're the winner. We're going to we're going to split first place money. Bob, you can keep the trophy. We're going to split first place. And Will was happy. He said, okay, I'll take half the first place money. And Bob said, in the years that followed, whenever they would meet somebody, he said, whoever Will would tell, he said, I won that race. Bob was second, but they split the money, but I actually won. So, but as the years went on, again, Bob Russell was an excellent car builder as well.
Yes.
All his own cars. When he drove for Dick Barney and Jim Fodor and also Harold Cope at Nazareth Speedway.
Right.
But he built most of his own cars. And Will Cagle knew this, of course. He knew the quality. And he would pay Bob in the winter to come down to his home in Florida. And Bob said he would drive down himself, drive down to Florida. He'd stay at the home of Will and his wife, Barbara. And they put him up there for however many weeks. And Bob would build a complete roller for Will over the winter.
That's cool.
And he said he would charge him $1,500 to build a complete roller, less the motor, because he said Will took care of the motors.
Right.
And he said, again, Will being all about the money, he said,
Yes.
Will always had that money ready in cash, and he would give it to him. Again, he put him up at the house, and they said they had a great relationship. So it was really neat. And but Bob was a great guy. And, the viewing was held last week at Tillman Funeral Home right there in New Egypt. And it was a really reflection of who Bob Russell was. There were so many people there from local racing. Billy Pouch was there, Jimmy Horton, so many others who came there to pay their respects. And so many people from the surrounding towns who weren't necessarily involved in racing, but they knew Bob Russell as a local businessman. He was a farmer. He actually raised Black Angus cattle. That was one of his sidelines. And he built racing sulkies, horse racing sulkies. He designed and built them. So just a great guy and, a wonderful person, a true definition of gentleman. And we'll definitely miss him. Bob Russell, and it's sad to lose our heroes from that era. And,
yeah, as we get older, we lose a lot of people that we cared about. I got to know Mr. Rosel. I call him Bobby Rosel. I got to know him because I worked for his son-in-law, Jeremy Lika.
Yes.
When I drove a dump truck for Lika, and I pulled in. They have a lot in the back of Jerry's house where they have dirt, and and I pulled on the scale, and I went in the scale house to get my ticket, and there's a picture of Bobby Rosel. And I'm like, where did that come from? So I called Jerry and I said, Jerry, and at this time I didn't know that was his father-in-law. And I said, Jerry, there's a picture of Bob Rosel in your scale. Does somebody here like racing? He goes, hey, knucklehead. He goes, that's my father-in-law. And he said, that's for you. So my father-in-law said to give you that because he goes to New Egypt all the time and he listens to you run your mouth. I said, okay. So the next time we had Legends of the Fall and Bob showed up, of course, every time we had it, he told me, he goes, you better watch what you do here. He goes, because if you do anything wrong, I'm going to get you fired from your job driving a dump truck. But yeah, I've always had a good time with him. He's a gentleman, a great race car driver, a great fabricator, and just one of them guys. These type of people, you think that they live forever.
Yes,
you know what I mean, because they're your heroes, they're legends, and when they pass away, you're kind of like, wow, that's kind of crazy. And him and Gil Hearn were pretty tight.
Yes.
Gil, I got to be friends with Gil through racing go-karts at Flemington. Gil came to my wedding when I married my wife Nancy. So it's all one big circle. We're all one big family, and that's how it works. So, but yeah, that I a lot of happening going on with Wall Stadium. Or a lot of people can't wait for Wall to open up.
It's gonna be great.
Bridgeport, they had some great racing at Bridgeport. They had some great racing at Bedford. We'll talk a little bit about that a little later on. Kind of a crazy ending at the Bedford race. A lot of people got their own opinions, but if you watch the tape, one person will see it one way, one person will see it another way. It's kind of crazy, but all right, Earl, we're going to take a break, do a couple commercials, and then we're going to bring the guy that makes all this happen for us here at Wide Open Wednesday.
Very good. Okay.
All right. We're going to take a break here real quick. We'll take that away for Earl. We'll let Earl go in the green room with our guy here, and we'll play a couple commercials here. You got wheels that's seen better days. Don't replace them. Revive them. That's right. Vibrant powder coating and wheel repair. Bent rims, scuffs, no problem. Vibrant makes them smooth and strong and stunning again. From the street to the strip, they'll make your ride shine like new custom colors, flawless finishes, and durable coatings that turn heads and handle heat. Give them a call today at 1-267-566-6842. They're located at 569 Unionville Avenue, Pendle, PA 19047. That's Vibrant Finish. For all you need in powder coating and wheel repair, they make your ride look sweet. So give them a call. Bob Drayton Incorporated has been locally owned and operated since 1955. Their goal is to provide excellent customer service and quality rentals to every client. They have a large selection of rentals and solutions for every project or every event you have. You can count on their experienced team for fast and courteous service each time you call them. And they have a 24-hour emergency service, locally owned and operated since 1955. That's over 70 years, gang. Licensed and insured, free estimates available, 24-hour service, military and senior discounts, quality products, and an excellent customer service. Check them out, gang. They're located at 151 Big Hill Road, Southampton, New Jersey. Their phone number is 609-859-3629. And they race, that's right, New Egypt Speedway, Bridgeport Speedway. Bob and his son race the 4-cylinder class, and they sponsor the class at New Egypt Speedway. So when it hits the fan, he's your man, and whatever you eat, he's got your seat. They have a 1-800 number, and it's 1-800-521-2014. So whatever you need, give Mr. Bob a call, and he'll help you out. They are official sponsor of Wide Open Wednesday right here on Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. Mr. Bob, he's on the job, and you should be too. Let's talk about one of our proud sponsors, and that's Five Peaks Media, brought to you by Craig McGill, Woodburn Road, Langhorne, Pennsylvania, Suite 201, the same suite that Wide Open Wednesday is in, and their phone number 609-577-7996. Craig McGill, we call him Magic because he creates the magic behind the Wednesday. Whatever you need, whether it's for social media, your business, anything you need. He's been with CBS, the NFL, he's done it all. He's a master at his trade, and he can definitely get the job done if you need anything done in social media. Why is having a director important? Greg will tell you why, because he does his best work behind the lens. Do you want your message out there to the world? You got to go with Five Peaks Media. That's right. Get a hold of Craig McGill. Come on over and see us. This is why we do what we do, because we have magic. Yes, we do have magic.
We really have magic.
We really have magic. Look at that smirk on his face. We're going to bring Craig in here, who creates all the magic for us. He come in here today and he goes, you need a little more light in here. So he put a little more light on us. And, he does the time capsule with Fred and with us and Earl. And we have a great time doing
America's Mechanic with me.
He does America's
Mechanic. I'll be in tomorrow shooting a couple more episodes of that tomorrow.
Yep.
And yeah, and,
I'm laughing because is this really a tagline? Whatever you eat, Mr. Bob has your seat.
Yeah.
When he started racing New Egypt, I gave him that. Whatever you eat, you got a seat. And when it hits the fan,
yeah. Well, I came up with he's been taking crap for 75 years.
Yeah. So I gave him that
There's
long
a million
time
of them,
ago.
Craig.
Yep.
I love it.
But Craig,
and I got a bunch for you too.
You just got done a stint in New York for the March Madness stuff, and not only that, but the NFL. And we talk about you because you do the stuff what you do for us and for Fred with America's Mechanic, and we're going to talk about James Brown too. But give people a little insight on how busy you are when you got to do the CBS stuff and all that other stuff. You're not just a camera guy; you got to go back and forth.
Well, yeah, hey, it's definitely time consuming, but like I tell everyone who's doing a job, that's what you signed up for, so you can't complain about it. You just have to do the job. But that is a huge part of what I do. I produce, I direct, as you guys know. But I also, hey Don, but I also like to spend my time, shooting. It's like a hobby for me. If I go to the city and shoot with these guys, shoot with the NFL, NFL Today on CBS, or the Final Four. And in fact, yesterday and the day before, I was working the news. I was doing the morning show with Gail King and those guys. But I've been doing it for a very long time, and I enjoy the camaraderie with the with all the technicians over there. We have a great time. We put on a great put out a great product, and it's time consuming, and it's a lot of focusing and paying attention and listening to directors and making sure that you're in the right place at the right time, shooting the right person. It's systems. Any good business has to operate with systems. If you don't have systems, then you're failing. So they have every system in place to make sure that they are on top of their game. And, that's how we run Five Peaks Media too, at the risk of sounding like a commercial. You just have to have systems in place to make sure that everything operates smoothly and in place.
Well, that's why you're here. It's a commercial.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy because, me and Fred do what we do, and we have a pretty good setup of what we do, thanks to you. This desk that we have, you can't see the whole thing.
Can't see any of it right now.
It used to be the ESPN desk, and Craig gave that to us, and there's all kind of cameras here. He's got 5 different rooms that he shoots different stuff in, and you could just tell when we do Earl's time capsule, the difference in how it is laid out and how it's done with the microphones. And that's all Craig stuff. All the stuff that we have here is stuff that he helped us hook up so we could do this internet stuff. But I'm telling you right now, if you're listening and you need something done for your business, this is the guy you got to call. He's meticulous. He wants everything perfect. He came in here for 5 minutes and you ain't got enough light. You need more light. Like, people need to see us better. They don't need to see us better, Craig.
Yes, they do.
But
we forgot the lights behind us.
And we got, and he adjusted. He goes, you never put a mirror in front of a camera. I got to adjust this so that that mirror in that case back there isn't popping off the light. Now, me and Fred would have never thought of that, and you can't even tell there's a mirror in that box now, thanks to Craig. That's why we have magic. But now you guys are planning on going to Mr. Brown's, right, Fred? You're going to go down to James Brown's place?
Yeah, a little quick synopsis of Craig and I. We've been friends since I was like 6, maybe 7, and Craig was like 4 or 5.
I'm not that much younger than you. I'm right behind you. Thank you.
I know, as we had conversed earlier, where we don't remember what each other is saying now that we're in our 60s.
That's all right. They make stuff for that.
I know we need some Prevagen.
Yeah, there you go.
But
we had an entire conversation, and then I had no idea what we were talking about.
Yeah,
that's too funny.
So, but yeah, we've been friends a long time, and Craig's been doing the Wide Open Wednesday with us, as we said, in the America's Mechanic. Shot a couple of commercials for me for Fletcher's Garage. So if you ever go on the Fletcher's Garage or America's Mechanic YouTube, you'll see it, or my Facebook, you can see them. Some people have looked at it. They're always quiet. What we have coming up in a couple of weeks, and I'm working on the details for tomorrow. So, as everybody knows, I've been back and forth to James Brown's house. Probably this will be my 4th or 5th time now.
Say it loud.
Say it loud.
Yeah, that's right,
So,
James Brown.
But yeah, so I've been working on his cars for the last 5 years or so. I've been back and forth to Augusta, Georgia, Beach Island, South Carolina a few times. But they're about ready to open up his estate, his mansion, which is amazing. They're going to open it up as like a Graceland type of destination. So I'm going down on the 21st. That's me in front of his house and part of his house.
What's up, B?
That's Fred breaking into his house.
So when I'm working out with Primary Wave Music Industries, is they're the ones that bought James Brown's estate. They have the estate, all his music rights, and if you ever Google Primary Wave Entertainment, you will see everything they own, and they own everything, a lot of things across the world.
They really do.
Great people to work with. But we're going down, and what Craig and I are planning on doing is a documentary on James Brown's cars and the eclectic personalities of his cars and over the years. Some of them aren't even in that garage that Nick just had up.
All right, there's the garage.
Yeah, there's the garage. He's got a 41 Lincoln that I just rebuilt the starter on. The Rolls Royce runs. The Excalibur's for lack of better words, POS. But
T-Bird.
Yeah, it's got a 62 T-Bird with a 429 in it. That thing's badass.
Nice.
So I got that running. I put a distributor in it about 6 months ago. But he's got a few other cars there. And then if you go back to the truck.
Yeah, let's tell us the story about the truck. That's a unique story.
That is the truck. You can't tell now because all the wheels are on it. That's the truck back in 1989 when he ran from the cops. They pulled him over. He was all messed up.
Okay.
And they pulled him over, and then they pulled guns on him. If you listen to him, there's a story, that he says, which differs from the cops. But now that I know James Brown, it can go either way.
Right.
So, but he ran from the cops. You can see right behind my shoulder there. There's 2 bullet holes.
Yeah. Here.
They replaced the window because that got shot out. There's a bullet hole in the front fender.
That's pretty cool.
The gas tank had a hole in it from a bullet hole, which I have the gas tank in the garage with the bullet still in it.
Wow.
I got a picture of the bullet.
How about they were terrible shots? Nobody hit him?
He laid across the seat.
All right.
So then plus backwater cops, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, that's the infamous escape truck. He's also got a Mercedes
truck.
If you ever see Get On Up or whatever, the movie about him, it's funny. I mean, not funny, but it's a very telling of what happened. James Brown, I've learned a lot about him over the last few years, and I'm friends with his best friend at the time, David Washington.
Hit it and quit.
Yeah, so he was a very generous man. He was a very crazy guy. I mean, he had his fun, but he was also a very generous and very good guy, and they're very well beloved in Augusta, Georgia.
Well, it sounds like you guys are going to have some fun down there.
We're going to go down there. We're going to go down and shoot a video of
Craig's going to create some magic down there.
Yeah, that's it. That's why I'm That's what I want. I need magic.
Yeah, see,
So yeah, I got all the storyboards for all the cars that are in the garage. So we're going to talk about that. Talk about how I got them running, and this is going to be very entertaining. And Primary Wave's going to back us up, and we're looking to make a full documentary out of just his cars, and then even the ones that aren't in the garage, like he's had an old Lincoln, he had
right?
an old like '72 Lincoln, which was really cool. A lot of his Cadillacs. I got a story about one of his Cadillacs.
Okay.
Dave, we'll have Dave Washington join us on the documentary. And Dave is fun, and he's a great.
We got to
guy.
get some capes, pictures of the capes and stuff. We need some
we
pictures of that.
we get in there to get into his closet.
That's
Got
awesome.
his capes. They redid everything down there. Made it nice. So it's going to be a whole lot of fun and very educational for a lot of people that don't know James Brown.
But he's got tons of fans, thousands and thousands of fans all over the world. That'll be really cool.
Real quick, they're going to turn. He's got probably, I think it was 134 acres, if I remember the number.
Wow.
And a lot of it is a pond, but they also have it like flattened out where it's like they're going to have like funk festivals and blues festivals, and
There you go.
it's a destination for people,
Right?
Kind of like Graceland, but I think it's actually going to be nicer.
Well, there you have it.
I mean, I have pictures if you look on my Facebook of the inside of the house, his bar, his bedroom, and stuff like that. But it's very, very cool. I'm very excited about doing this, and I'm very excited about doing this with Craig and shooting this up. And we're
not shooting.
We here at Wide Open Wednesday want the funk, Fred. We want
to
the
bring
funk.
the funk.
Bring the funk. All right, Magic. What did you do now?
Yeah, I know you went away.
He cut out in his own studio. What the heck is going on? We lost Magic.
Come on back.
Wave your magic wand and come back.
Come on back, Craig.
Craig, come back. Come back.
He's only in the living room here.
He's only in the next room, but we lost him. Somebody must have called.
Oh, well, we'll find out, and then we'll bring him back. But in the meantime, we can talk about the other guy that's hopping.
Yeah, we could talk about the other guy that's walking around. Yeah, you got to stay stationary there, Stu Joe. Don't be walking around, and we're going to lose you too. On the back of his head, it says "Ready Mix Concrete."
We lost him.
See, we lost him. See. I knew this was going to be that kind of show. Scott Freed, thanks for coming.
Yep, Aaron.
Yep, Aaron's here,
So's the
and
bitch.
Marty.
Marty.
Look. See, now, way to go, Craig. Craig, you could just come in here with us and stand behind us. Don't hear. There he is. What happened? Now he's saying the cops want to shut us down. They can't shut us down.
No, not yet.
No. They're out there waiting for me, or they're waiting for Fred. All right.
Okay.
So Magic. You're going to go down to James Brown's place.
Yeah.
No,
No,
that's
Blackberry
Blackberry
Moonshine. What's up?
No.
Come on now.
No.
Now,
Oh, real quick though. I got my own moonshine brewing at home. So
that's right. That's going to be the next contest, people. Name Fred's Moonshine.
I started it up. The fermenting is going on.
We were going to call it Fletcher's Fuel. That's one name I came up
I
with.
think it was smoking tires.
Smoking tires. You'll be smoking your tires.
Tastes like burnt rubber. That's a Manhattan.
That's a Manhattan. And you've been there several times, to Manhattan, but not like that.
I get there several times.
All right, so tell us when we're going to do the time capsule. Let's bring Earl back in here. Earl,
Good evening.
we have
Good to see
Magic.
you, Craig.
Hey, let me say this about Earl.
All right.
I've searched all over the world. I've searched high and searched low, and I couldn't find anyone greater than this guy.
He's a legend. What do you? He's a legend.
Thank you.
He's a legend. He's a legend.
Indeed, I love this guy.
Nobody's more pure than that guy right there.
Thank you,
Let me
guys.
tell you something. I've never heard him say a crossword or a bad word. So that tells me if he ever does, run. Because you're in trouble. Just run. I mean, I had a mishap here
Full
one night.
throttle. Yeah, there you go.
Yep, I had a mishap here one night, and he called me on the phone. Didn't raise his voice, didn't say nothing, but I knew I would not have an ass left after he got done talking to me. But he never raised his voice. Said, "Nick, this is what we do. This is how we do it. Not a problem." And all day long, I'll take that from him. Why? Because he's Earl Krause. He's a legend, and he's a gentleman. No matter what, he's always a gentleman. His wife is lucky, and he's lucky to have her. They're two great
Thank
people.
you.
Two great people. So Magic.
We got to nail a day down.
Figure out when we're gonna do this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when are we going to do this, Earl? When are you available?
Boy, I tell you, it's getting going to be tough now because Wall Stadium's getting active now on Saturday.
Don't
night.
start
We'll
with the
have
Wall
to-
Stadium
We'll do it
stuff.
early in the morning.
Yeah, we'll have to. Yeah, we'll do something because I was again talking with Mark Apel. We definitely want to get the second chapter of the East Windsor history
Yes.
concluded,
Yeah.
and then we can move on to other tracks as well. So,
Right.
yeah, East Windsor will be next. We're going to do the concluding chapter of the first time capsule, and it was great. We had such a good time doing the first edition of the time capsule, speaking about the history of East Windsor Speedway, and thanks to Craig, he put the picture backdrop together. We got a lot of pictures from the Area Auto Racing News Historic Archive section, and Craig put that together to go along with our stories. So it was a good team effort, and we look forward to doing it again.
Yeah, the
and
cool
we got
thing
so
is
many other tracks to talk about.
He sets up all the studio to where it's all his stuff, all his cameras, and you don't have to wear a headset. You just, yeah, but when you have magic, it's
That's
easy.
right.
Man, I'm 10 pounds lighter when I go on your camera. My wife's like, "What happened to you?" I'm like, "I worked out before I went. Craig hooked me up, slimmed me right down." I said, "We look good."
It's one of them fun lenses.
Yeah, yeah, funhouse lens. But no, well, seriously, if anybody's out there listening, anything done by way of social media, get a hold of me or Fred if you can't get a hold of Craig. But trust me, you're in good hands. He knows what he's doing. He gets the job done. Trust me, he wouldn't be traveling back and forth to New York and wherever else he's got. His wife is a saint because she lets you do whatever you want, and she's a great lady. He's got great kids.
Nice.
And we're lucky to have him. We're really
That's
lucky to
absolutely
have
true.
Craig and for what he does for us. And we love him. And he's stuck with us. So
We got a flying pig date next week.
yeah, flying pig date next week.
Yes.
There you go.
All right.
Don, you're in.
Don.
Talk to the.
All right,
Yeah.
go talk to the cops.
Put the fire out
just,
for
just
us.
put the fire out for us. Tell them I'm not drinking. Fred is. Fred's the one that's drinking. They want to give him a ticket on the way out.
They know me.
Okay, I'm sorry, sir. Anywho,
Hey, I want to give thanks to I see Doug McGill just made a nice post there.
Yes.
Thank you, Doug. I appreciate that. Doug's another great guy with racing history. Has some vintage cars, including the blue number 99, the Sonny Dornberger car, some of Parker Bones number 659s, among others. Doug's a great racing historian, from a great racing family. John McGill, Earl McGill, the whole group there with their number 83s that Ray Shea drove. Yeah, it's a great racing family. And Doug, nice to hear from you as always. Look forward to seeing you at the track.
Boy, Danielle Tramontana is really on fire with picking my names for my moonshine.
there
I
you
like
go.
it.
There you go. That's
I like
well,
both of those. I
yeah.
like both
Well,
of
see, there you have it. Well, one blend could be that,
Yeah.
and one blend could be something else. Danielle, give Fred a call tomorrow. He'll give you the rights to them names. So Dominic just sent me a text. He goes, "Something went wrong. Please send me the link again."
I'm telling you, it was because the cops were on there.
Oh,
He
geez.
thought the cops were there, so he took off.
All right, Dom. I just sent you the link again. We're waiting for you. In the meantime, Earl.
Yes.
Yes. Now, Wall, they got everything in order down there, Earl. I mean, what do they got left to do before
Well, the
opening day?
next big step, I was talking to co-owner and co-promoter Fred Archer, who's actually the CEO of Wall Stadium. The big project starting next week, especially now that the weather is finally with them, they're going to begin work on completely redoing the guardrail, the steel guardrail around the track. It's going to be re-angled, reinforced. They're putting up another layer of guardrail. You get a top layer, another section.
Okay, another tier
for a turn. Yes.
Okay.
Added level of protection. The guardrail is going to be angled down towards the banking. Over the years, it's become either straight up or actually had begun to angle away from the track surface. They're going to completely redo it. They're bringing in a major steel contracting firm to do the work. So that's the big project starting next week, and they'll be doing that. And that'll all be done, of course, in time for a practice day. And of course, once that work is done in the guardrail, they bring it in the New Jersey State Police, and they'll inspect it and get everything certified for on-track action. So that's the next big step.
Okay.
Again, a lot going on behind the scenes, a lot of electrical work. They're redoing our announcing and scoring tower, everything new inside. All the concession stands, the food concession stands are being completely modernized.
Nice.
A lot of work being done in the grandstand area, and something that'll be debuted this year at Wall Stadium, which is really neat. And can't quite tell you all the honorees yet, but sections of the grandstand, the top levels of the grandstand from turn 4 right down into turn number 1, certain
Nice.
sections are going to be named for the racing legends of Wall Stadium. And
Cool.
that includes, we can tell a few like Tony Siscone, Gil Hearn, Charlie Kremer Jr., the Blewett family, many others who have made history at Wall Stadium. They're going to have sections of the grandstand named for them. If those drivers can be there, they'll be there and be honored in person. If they have sadly passed on, we'll have family members there as well. And that's going to be really nice. That's going to be another touch because Fred Archer, Pete Miletto, Doug Marr, who's the general manager, they're going to be working with the Garden State Vintage Stock Car Club. They have such a great appreciation of racing history at Wall Stadium. Again, this is the 76th year. And there's going to be a big salute to racing history throughout the year as we do the current day racing. So that's something to really look forward to.
All right. Raymond has a question for you, Earl. You see it up on the screen there?
I see that. There's not an outside particular series coming in. We are looking to have the NASCAR Whale Modified Tour at Wall next year. Of course, now we have NASCAR sanctioning. So the tour will be back next year. It was too late to put a tour race together at Wall for this season, but we are going to have a open modified race later this season. And matter of fact, go to my file here. I'll check the date. That's going to be on July the 18th. That'll be the John Blewett III Memorial, and that'll be an open tour type modified race. That'll be open to all series, the Whale Modified Tour, the Tri-Track Modifieds from New England, any Smart Tour drivers from down south. It'll be an open tour type modified race on July 18th. And again, that'll honor John Blewett III. So that'll be a very special long distance race. Again, no actual sanctioned series events this year, but next year, look forward to seeing the NASCAR Whale Modified Tour at Wall Stadium making a return. Looking forward to that.
All right, we're there's a guy waiting in the wings. He finally got his camera to work, Earl. So we're going to zap you out again, and we're going to bring this guy in here. Okay, he's nervouser than a hooker in church. So let's bring him in here. Dom the Bomb Antonelli.
What's happening, guys?
You tell us what's happening. Where are you running from the cops or something? What's going on?
I don't know. You guys said cops. I was out.
We didn't mean you. It was us. They were coming after us.
It's just general for him.
Because Fred's got that illegal moonshine going. So
I
they
won't
heard
try
Fred was
that.
making
Making my own moonshine.
illegal hooch. Now, Dom, you're with New Egypt not running.
Yeah.
You're going to run Wall Stadium. You're going to run asphalt, and you're going to run some dirt stuff at Bridgeport. What major changes do you have to do to a car to go from dirt to asphalt? Is there any?
Springs, tires. That's about it. Other than that, it's pretty much the same stuff. There's some stuff you can't do to the motor with Wall. That dirt allows. Other than that, it's pretty much same stuff.
Are you looking forward to going to Wall and running there, Dom?
Yes. A few years ago, someone Wall rained out, and I invited all the Wall guys in New Egypt.
Right.
And an awesome gentleman one time told me, "Why do you invite them all? They're faster than us." I said, "I don't think so." And we beat them on dirt, and now I want to try beating them on asphalt.
That's pretty cool. Well, somebody said they're going to have their cowbells ready.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be cool. Dom, you're always a fan favorite. You guys always have a good time. That's why Fred got involved with you, because he's seen how much the family was involved and you were involved. And now, Wall Stadium is a pretty cool place, and you're going to get a lot of fans there too. I mean,
Sounds like the place to be this year.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be the place.
We go where the party's at.
Yes. Well, we always know where the party's at. So,
that's true.
I'm looking forward to you wearing the flamingo hat at Wall now.
Yeah,
we
see?
still got it in the trailer. I was going to wear it tonight.
Yeah, there you go.
You could have worn it tonight. That's no big deal. So do you have a separate car for Wall and a different one for like Bridgeport and stuff?
We do, but the asphalt car is not ready. Unfortunately, we delayed actions, I guess. Last minute motorsports. So we're
Can't blame it on a sponsor.
Yeah, can't blame it on the sponsor.
We're throwing it together. But we are going to inspect the blue car for wall. We're going to get it inspected and everything. So worst case scenario, we'll make the changes to the blue car and we'll throw it on asphalt.
All right. Well, we're going to be there most of the time. Me and
Yep.
Fred having a good old time. Fred's going to take his car down there when they have the vintage cars down there. So I look forward to it. Dom, the Bomb, and the Bomb Squad down there. They ain't never seen a crowd at that grandstand like you guys. I'll tell you that right now. This is going to be fun. Did he freeze up?
He froze up.
Glenn, do something with your boy. All right, Dom, we're going to let you go. Thanks for coming on,
Yep.
and we will talk at you later. Somebody get him a laptop or get him a phone that works. That's all I'm going to say. Please. Yeah, somebody help him out. All right.
You can come back, Bob. Dom.
You can come back. We're going to do a couple more sponsors, and then we are going to have our driver of the week on here. The poll is over. I'm going to explain the rules for next week, but we will have our driver of the week when we come back. Hold on 1 second here. Race teams, listen up. If you want your media dialed in this season, you need to call Amanda's Content Creations at 856-418-4709. Amanda handles everything. Weekly updates, sponsorship proposals, race day posts, highlight videos, schedules, everything you need to put your race team right where it needs to be. Whatever you need to keep your team looking sharp, connected with your fans and everybody else. Amanda has you covered. She works with the drivers all over and delivers top quality content every time. So if your race team needs media done right, get in touch with Amanda's Content Creations. That's right, Amanda Tinnis. The number's 856-418-4709.
Let's talk about transmissions for a minute. You want to get to victory lane, you can't be in low gear, you got to be in high gear. I'm talking about high gear transmissions located in South Jersey. That's right. We specialize in repair, refresh, and troubleshooting your Northeast Dirt modified transmission. That's right, high gear. They specialize in Burt Generation 1 and 2 transmissions, and they also service Winters transmission. It's home of the modified number 13P, driven by Anthony Tramontana Jr. They have reasonable pricing, quick turnaround. You can pick your transmission up at New Egypt Speedway or Bridgeport Speedway, and you can find them on Facebook at High Gear Transmissions. Now, these transmissions are serviced by a great tech, Anthony Tramontana Sr. You can give him a call at 609-385-3084. That's right, High Gear Transmissions. You know, the season-ending season, and you're worried about that transmission, you're worried about it getting serviced, why not call High Gear and get it done? They'll take care of your transmission. You won't have to worry about it. When you put it back in the car, you'll put it in gear, you'll go to victory lane, you'll be in high gear, and you'll be a winner with high gear.
Who is all the rage? Sage Chiropractic. That's right, Sage is all the rage in chiropractic care. Dr. Carey and Dr. Mike will take care of you and all your back needs, and they specialize in other things too. Give them a call, 215-497-0700. They have all the equipment, all the stuff you need to get yourself in shape. They're the people that give Fred his adjustment so he can drive his race car on Saturdays at New Egypt Speedway. They are our official sponsor of Wide Open Wednesday, so go see them. If you have any problems with your back or any other problems you think you're having that are related to your back, you got to go see Sage because they're all the rage in chiropractic care. So see Sage Chiropractic. Their phone number is 215-497-0700. Go see Dr. Carey and go see Dr. Mike. All right, it's time for the driver of the week. Now, when we decided we were going to do this driver of the week stuff, I didn't basically set all the rules. So this week it was kind of like a who's who of who was going to be driver of the week, and I didn't set it up right. But that's not the person's fault that won it. It's not the person that were involved.
She won.
But this lady won. This girl won, and we're going to bring her on here. And we're going to talk to her for a second. First, we got to do this. Let's put this up here for her. And she had a lot of pictures on her page, but that's the coolest picture, I think, of Mackenzie. And I spelled her name wrong on the poll. Her dad made sure I knew that every freaking day of the week. So, and Mackenzie Leary is our driver of the week this week. Mackenzie, now you got to tell your dad.
Hold on, I can't hear you.
He's got to talk to them other guys and tell him that you went on a real show, that you didn't have to go on their show. He'll know exactly what we're talking about. What's going on, Mackenzie? How are you? Uh-oh.
Can we hear you?
Can you hear us, Mackenzie? Mackenzie, your dad is going to rip you. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Mackenzie.
Can you hear Ken's?
No, it's just like not working.
I can hear you.
I can hear you now.
I can hear you.
There's
Can
a volume
you
button
hear us?
on the keypad.
Yeah, it's full volume.
It's full volume.
Yeah.
We can hear
They
you.
can
Can
hear
you
you.
hear us? No, she can't hear us.
Sometimes you have to go out and come back in, and then it'll come up.
Yeah. For some reason, you have no volume, Kenzie.
Log in from your phone.
All right. I'll
Log in from your
Yeah,
phone.
yeah, go from the phone. That always
Yep.
worked.
All right, let's do this.
Let's get Billy in there. Yeah.
We'll bring this guy to the stage. Let me get rid of this, Bill. I don't want you thinking we think you're a girl or anything, so we won't do that. The voice of Maple Grove, Billy Kleinsman, is going to give us This Week in Motorsports. Billy, what's going on, man?
Hi guys, how are you? I just letting you know I have my famous Pepsi bottle right here. So hopefully I do not become a #1 opera singer like I have the last couple weeks. As you guys know, I've had a little bit of a sore throat, but thank God that's all behind us now, and I'm looking forward
Pepsi
to.
will do that.
Yeah,
Pepsi will do that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Now,
Yeah, Moonshine will actually even take care of it.
yeah, we'll take
permanently.
care of it with some moonshine. All right, Bill, what do we got going for this week?
this week was a really good week down at the track. We had an good turnout for our first major event of the year, the Import Revival. We had a good turnout. We also had our skid pad going on. That's something new that we introduced a few years ago, and that's been a real big hit. And we had a good turnout. We had a lot of fast runs. As you guys know, it was a little chilly this weekend. And once it's chilly at Maple Grove, everybody loves it because of all the fast ETs that we had. We had a couple 200-mile-per-hour runs, and we were real happy with the weekend.
Billy, now you guys have import races there, and you don't have a bit of problem. Now,
Nope.
evidently, the people that went to Bridgeport, they're noted for having problems wherever they go. Have you heard of these people? Because they tore Bridgeport apart.
No, I have not heard of these people. With our import racers, we treat them with respect. We treat them like members of our family. We've
Right.
never had any problems with them. They're always real respectful of our property. As I always say, if you treat people with respect, they're going to treat your property with respect. And we treat them, everyone that comes through the gate, we treat them like family.
Yeah, well, I know Doug treated them with respect. He gave them the
Yeah.
opportunity, and they just took advantage of them. But now, what's our history this week?
This week was actually a really big week in the week of motorsports. On March 30th, 2008, a New Jersey racer named Antron Brown picked up his first Top Fuel win, and when he did that, he became the first driver to win a national event in both Top Fuel and Pro Stock motorcycles. Still the only person to accomplish that feat. On April 1st, April Fool's Day, to be matter of fact, in 1979. A famous driver that everyone's heard of. You guys probably know the name Dale Earnhardt Sr. He picked up his first Winston Cup win in 1979 on this day at, of all places, Bristol Motor Speedway. A lot of drivers actually have gotten their first wins at Bristol, a lot of famous drivers. Also on April the 1st in 1990, NHRA Today, that was a weekly magazine that TNN did. For those of you, the old school racers and followers fans, they remember the old TNN shows. They used to have all sorts of racing. Even before then, you guys probably remember American Sports Cavalcade before they started doing motor. That just goes to show you how much history I know, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad
It's
thing.
a good thing. Trust
Oh
me.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a good thing.
definitely.
Because there's got to be young people in here that has to carry on and preserve the history of sport.
That's why we got you on here, Bill. And you got to get a hold of Kelly, Bill. Get a hold of Kelly.
Yep, I will. And
All right, good.
April the 4th of 1993, Nazareth's own Mario Andretti scored his final IndyCar win out of all places, Phoenix International Raceway. With that win, he ended up having a win in the IndyCar series for 4 decades, starting in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And then also in this day, in 1993, on a little bit of a tragic note, 1992 Winston Cup champion Alan Kwiecki was tragically killed in that plane crash on the way to Bristol. That was definitely another one of those "where were you" moments in motorsports.
Right.
Everybody knows where they were when they heard that noise. And also,
Right.
of course, we have a few birthdays this week. Colton Herta, the youngest IndyCar driver, he had a birthday on the 30th. Also, our a person that's really close to both me and Nick, Captain Chaos Kenny Sr., he had a birthday this week. So,
Yep.
shout out Captain Chaos, if you're listening, we're praying for you and hoping you're getting better and better each day.
Oh, he's getting better.
Also, today, Alex Palou, the last year's Indy 500 champion and multi-time IndyCar champion, he has a birthday today. And also tomorrow on the 2nd, my buddy Dan Wilkerson, a current NHRA funny car driver, he has a birthday tomorrow, and that is this week in motorsports.
All right, Billy.
All right, Bill.
What do you got going on this weekend? And then we'll let you go.
This week, we're going back to pretty much our bread and butter. It's a really simple weekend this weekend. We'll open Saturday for a test and tune. $50 gets you in if you want to make passes. It's open to anybody. We're also doing a little gamblers race on Saturday as well. And then we get ready for Easter Sunday. And on behalf of the staff of Maple Grove Raceway and everyone here, we'd like to wish all the viewers a very happy Easter. And hopefully, when I come on next Wednesday, I'm not bouncing off of the walls from eating a lot of candy.
All right, brother.
All right.
Be good. We'll talk to you then.
We'll do, guys, and happy Easter, guys.
Thanks, Billy.
Yep.
See you,
See
Bill.
you.
Happy Easter to you. All right, now let's get this young lady back on here.
Ready to go now?
No.
I think so.
No, wrong one. Hold on. This one's the one we want.
There you
He's
go.
on there 3 times, this guy. All right, Kenzie. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we're good now.
We're
All
good
right.
now? Who hooked you up, Mom?
Yeah.
If you were trying to get a hold of your boyfriend, you wouldn't have had no problem getting on here, would you? All right, who's your boyfriend? Your dad told me to ask you, who's your boyfriend?
Oh, Connor Mirabelli.
Okay, all right. Now, what are you racing this year, and where are you racing?
We're racing the All-Star Slingshot still, and we don't have a set home track. We're just gonna do a couple shows all over the place.
Oh, cool. Now, your driver of the week, and your dad hammered me big time. He goes, "You got to get her on there," and she's not going to talk. Well, guess what, Ryan? She talked, and you can kiss it. She likes her Uncle Nick. She doesn't like you, Ryan. She likes me. But yeah, I mean, do you like running the slingshot, Kens?
Yeah, they're fun.
What are your aspirations after the slingshot? You want to drive a 600?
I think after the Slingshot, I'm gonna call it, and I think that's gonna be it.
No.
Oh,
No way. I hear you're
Yeah.
pretty good. You can't give up if you're good. It's when you suck is when you give up. If you're I'm not going to say it. Don't you say it either. We had somebody in mind that sucks that should give it up, but we're not going to say nothing. But anyhow, no, you can't. Your dad's not going to let you do that. Mom's not going to let you do that, is she?
I don't know.
Where's your mom
I'll
at?
give you a 4-cylinder car.
Where's
She's
your mom?
upstairs.
Tell mom I said, we can't let good talent go to waste. We got to keep you racing. Doesn't your boyfriend have a 600?
Yeah.
Tell him get out of the damn seat and put somebody in there that can wheel it. How about we do that? Tell him if when New Egypt runs again, and they're probably going to run next year, you just bring him up to the announcer's tower, and we'll get you riding his car. How about we do that? But no, I appreciate all the votes you got.
Yep.
We're gonna have to change that around a little bit, and but no, we appreciate you coming on here. I'll make sure that you get your due tomorrow. We'll put the big banner up there like we did for Joey Toth, and just keep doing what you're doing. But if you're good at it, don't give up,
Yeah, keep
Mackenzie.
going.
Keep
Yeah.
going.
Looking forward to watching you run this year.
Yeah, we're gonna
you.
come down to Bridgeport on a Friday night and watch you run. Hopefully they didn't trash the track up down there when they had that fiasco down there. I feel bad for Doug because he doesn't deserve that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, all right, there, kiddo. Thanks for coming on, and we'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right, babe. Thank you.
All right.
All right,
Bye.
Mackenzie Leary. She is our driver of the week. She got the most votes. We're going to change that up a little bit. One more time, you get one more time.
And bring her all on. too,
Mucho Macho Tires. One more time.
Hey,
Dom?
we're back.
Earl, maybe if you conduct this interview, Earl, he may stay on camera. What the
Hey,
hell
Dom.
doing, Tom?
It's that Obama phone.
Hey, Dom, come across here. How's it going, Dom?
but-
Good, good.
Good. Hey, it's great.
Oh, my,
Wall
Earl,
State.
Little Dom has a question for you. He wants to know, is the bounce house going to be there this year?
As far as I know, they're going to have it at some point. Yes.
He's
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
I'm not
You're
sure
not
about
allowed
opening
in it.
night, but yeah, I'm glad he'll be there. That's your
Very.
number one fan there.
Absolutely.
That's great.
Absolutely. All
Yes.
right, Dom.
Look forward
Now
to
that
seeing
you're
that,
kind of
Western Tech.
Where'd
Yeah.
we leave off?
we left off with you running from the cops first. Then you were in. Then you were
That's
out.
normal.
Then you were on here twice. Earl was asking you about the test and tune. If you're coming for the test and tune and stuff.
We are. I think they're doing a pre-tech inspection on this Saturday, I think.
No, it's actually April 11th.
11th. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go to that, and then we're gonna try for the 18th with whichever car runs.
Okay, great.
We're running Bridgeport this Friday for the first race of the season,
Right.
and we're gonna see how after that goes.
Yeah, excellent. Dom,
good.
how long
You have
have you
Fletcher's garage stickers on the one for Bridgeport?
They're on all the cars.
All right. I got
Yeah.
extra.
Well, if they don't finish, you gotta turn them upside down. You're gonna win. You're gonna win at Wall, and you're gonna win at Bridgeport, Dom. You're gonna have a good year, bud.
I want to win at Wall because of the turn one burnout. Not
There you
one
go.
four,
Oh,
not
okay.
one four-cylinder guy has done it properly. I don't even think they've
Oh
tried.
boy. Oh boy.
So I want to do a killer burnout in turn one because Wall
That'd be
permits it.
good. Okay.
that
Well,
may be the last there.
Yeah, while you're wearing the flamingo hat.
Yeah, while you're wearing a flamingo hat, Tom. You know, it's stuff like this that make everything that we do worthwhile. The people
That's
that we
right.
have to come on here, the sponsors
Absolutely.
that we have, and the characters that we have in racing. Dom, from the first time I met you and we had the nickname and did all that kind of stuff, and the way you are with the kids and the way you come out in the crowd and all that. Wall doesn't know what they're getting, but I know what
I
they're
have no
getting.
idea.
And it's going to be fun. It's really going to be fun because your family's really into it.
Yeah, if it wasn't for
It's
family, I
asses
wouldn't be
in
doing
seat.
it.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. You'll put some asses in the seats down there. But Earl, he's going to be a great addition to your
Oh,
full shoulder
absolutely.
field.
Yes. I look forward to meeting Dom in person there. So, and announcing his name, Dom the Bomb.
And Lisa Grubby
Great.
Taylor says, "Do not blow it up doing the victory burnout, Dom. Don't do that." You hear me? Look, there he goes.
I did it. All right, I fixed it.
There he is.
Yeah.
All
Sometimes
right.
you gotta shake it 10 times.
Uh,
But I gotta give a shout out. Today's my dad's birthday, so happy
All right.
birthday, Dad! He's watching from Florida,
there you
and I
go.
just want to say, my mom had surgery this morning. Everything went well,
Oh, very
and
good.
she's looking forward to going to Wall as well.
Awesome. Awesome.
So-
That's good to hear. Everybody's well.
And
We're
to
looking forward to the
cooler
after
at
pit
gate.
parties.
Matt says, check your cooler at the gate, Dom. You may have to have somebody fly that in for you.
My truck parks right up to the general parking.
All right. All right, Dom, we're going to let you go. We're going to finish
Hey,
this up.
Dom.
We got a couple sponsors we got to take
Yeah.
care of. Earl,
Speaking
we're
of
gonna take care
sponsors,
of
I
our
just want to thank
sponsors and,
Fletcher's Garage for
Yep.
coming on board this year and Wide Open Wednesday.
Oh, excellent.
Sure,
We'll
it was a
mention
great
him on
year.
Mike. Yes, indeed.
Yep.
all right, guys, we're going to take care of some business here. Earl, as always, I would love to be able to tell you I'll talk to you tomorrow morning, but
We're going to
of
miss
course, we
that.
don't do that anymore.
Yeah,
But I
sucks.
gotta wish Kenny Koretsky Sr. a happy birthday. It was his birthday on the 30th. Captain Chaos, the original Captain Chaos, and Anthony Tramontana was known as Captain Chaos too. But thank everybody that's involved here.
Yeah.
Earl, it's good to have you back.
Pleasure.
Your knowledge, there is no price limit on that.
No, thank you.
And I can't wait for the season to start for you to keep us filled in on what's going on at Wall. I can't wait to get
We'll
down
be
there.
down there figuring
Yep.
it out ourselves.
Yep. And we're going to have a good time. And Dom's going to be there racing, and he's going to have
Be
a good
good.
time. So it's going to be pretty cool. We're going to have a good old time. Race season is here, gang. The weather's
Yeah,
getting
baby.
better, and the racing's getting hot, and we're going to have a good old
I'll
time.
get my car together yet.
Yep. So until next week, Earl, no more vacations. You're done.
Okay.
We'll see you.
We'll
and
see you at the Flying Pig
we'll see
next
you at
week.
the Flying Pig, and we'll get the time
That's
capsule
good.
ready too,
Look
Earl.
forward to it. Okay.
Tell Pam
Good
we
night,
said hi.
guys.
Give her a hug.
Mhm.
Will do. Okay.
All right, Earl. We'll talk to
All
you
right.
later. All right, guys. We're going to bug out of here. Fred's got to go do some stuff. His
I
wife's
gotta go
got
take care of my dog.
He's got to go take care of the dog, and the dog will be here one way or
We will
another.
get
The
her
dog
here.
is going to get here. every day she's just so much better.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
so pleasant. Now she is writing purchase orders and everything else.
And she's carrying. I give her a purchase order or a repair order. And I say, "Here, take this to Kelly." She takes it over to Kelly.
Well, there you go. See?
It's great.
Yep.
I love having
She
that
was
dog.
made to be with you, Fred.
Oh yeah.
The thing that's the coolest is Fred is happy now. Fred was miserable. Now he's happy. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And trust me.
And next week I'll bring in my own moonshine.
There you
Which-
go. Next
Which
week.
I'll decide on the name.
We may be passed out behind the counter, but hey, and then we'll figure out the name. Danielle Tramontana
Yeah,
keeps
I'm
sending
not
Fred
doing
the
that.
names.
Yeah,
She
send
liked
me.
most of the names you had.
I do.
We want to thank everybody for coming in and being with us here today. We appreciate it. Tell Carl to get ready, Lisa, because we're going to have Carl on here too. Marty, thank you for everything you do. The pig is here permanently now. Until we go to the flying pig, because I'm going to bring it there so they can see what a chrome one looks like, because I don't think they have one there.
Yeah, buff my chrome pig.
Yes. Amen. Shalom, Mr. Ryan Leary,
Yeah.
Father Leary. Thank you very much. And yes, she did talk to her Uncle Nick, right? So she doesn't have a problem coming on here. So we're in good shape. All right, gang. Until next week, always bigger and better. Always because of you guys. Thank you for
Yep,
everything you do
thank
for
you.
Wide Open Wednesday. We'll talk to you later. We're
All
out
right.
of here.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. That's right. Happy Easter, guys.